Marvel's dropping Ironheart on Disney Plus in just a few days, June 24th, 2025, and it's got everyone talking. Riri Williams, played by Dominique Thorne, is stepping up as the MCU's new genius in a suit, taking the mantle from Tony Stark. But here's the real question we're diving into today. Why did Marvel choose a black woman to replace Iron Man? This isn't just about a new hero, it's about culture, storytelling, and some big moves behind the scenes. We're unpacking why Riri's the perfect pick, from her comic roots to what she means for the MCU and beyond. No fluff, just the good stuff. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with Riri. She's not just the new Iron Man. Riri Williams is a 15-year-old genius from Chicago's South Shore, first showing up in Invincible Iron Man #7 back in 2016, created by Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Deodato. She's studying at MIT, building her own Iron Man-style suit in her dorm room. Think about that, a teenager reverse engineering Tony Stark's tech. Her story kicks off after a tragedy in her neighborhood pushes her to protect her community. That's the heart of her name, Ironheart, suggested by Marvel's Joe Quesada. It's not just a nod to Tony's arc reactor. It's about Riri's strive to fight for what matters. What makes her stand out? Her brain's next level. Bendis said in a Time interview that Riri's skills at 15 outshine Tony's at that age. She's raw, scrappy, and builds her suit from stolen parts, not a billionaire's lab. But it's not just tech. Riri's got a personal stake. Growing up black in Chicago, she's seen violence up close, and that fuels her. This isn't Tony's global Avenger vibe. It's local, grounded, and real.
Unless you break into the device on the floor, where you will find a gas mask. Good luck.
So, why Riri as Tony's successor? Let's break it down. First, the story angle. Tony Stark died in Endgame, but the MCU needed someone to carry the genius in a suit legacy. Riri fits because she's not a Tony clone. She's younger, hungrier, and brings a fresh perspective. In the comics, Tony mentors her AI style after his death, but Riri carves her own path. She's not Iron Man 2.0, she's Ironheart, with her own vibe. Marvel could have picked anyone, War Machine, Pepper Potts, even Spider-Man. But Riri's unique. Her comic creator, Bendis, told Wired her stories about using science to take control after trauma. That's a universal hook, but it's also specific to her as a young black woman navigating a world that doesn't always root for her. Her suit's not just armor. It's her way of saying, I'm here and I'm not backing down. Now let's talk timing. By 2016, when Riri debuted, Marvel was shaking things up. Tony was dead in the comics, and they needed a bold move. Riri wasn't just a replacement. She was a statement. She's a genius who doesn't need Stark's money or fame to shine. That's why she works narratively. She's both a nod to Tony's legacy and a whole new chapter. Oh, and if you're vibing with us so far, you can hit that like button. It helps spread the word about Riri's story. Alright, let's get into the big picture. Why a black woman specifically? This is where it gets deep. Riri's not just a hero, she's a game changer for representation. As a black girl in STEM, she's a beacon for kids who don't see themselves in tech or superhero suits. Michelle Kursianskaya at the Mary Sue nailed it. Riri inspires young girls of color to chase STEM fields, where diversity's still lacking. In 2017, MIT even used a short film featuring Riri to recruit students. That's real-world impact. Growing up in Chicago's South Shore, Riri's story hits home for black audiences. Her writer, Eve Ewing, a Chicago native, brought authenticity to her comics, grounding Riri in a community with real struggles and resilience. This isn't just a superhero tale. It's about a black girl using her brain to protect her people. That's powerful in a world where black women are often sidelined. Marvel's been pushing diversity since Black Panther blew up in 2018. Riri's part of that wave, but she's not a checkbox. Her story's crafted with care. Look at Ironheart's team. Ryan Coogler, Black Panther's director, is an executive producer, and the writers, like Chinaka Hodge, bring diverse voices. They're not just telling a story, They're making sure it's real. In Entertainment Weekly, the cast said Chicago's a character in the show, shaping Riri's identity. That's intentional, rooting her in Black culture. Why does this matter? Because representation shifts perspectives. A Black woman as Iron Man's successor tells kids they can be heroes, not sidekicks. It challenges stereotypes and shows the MCU evolving. Riri's not here to replace Tony. She's here to expand what a hero can be. If you're digging this convo, drop a comment. What do you think about Riri as Ironheart? Let's keep it going. Now let's peek behind the curtain. Why did Marvel go this route? It's not random. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever introduced Riri in 2022, and the response was electric. Fans loved her grit, and Marvel saw potential. Ryan Coogler, who's producing Ironheart, told Marvel.com he was hyped to bring her into the MCU. His involvement isn't just a name drop, it's a guarantee of authenticity, like he brought to Wakanda. The Ironheart series, shot in Chicago, leans into Riri's roots. The writing team, Chinaka Hodge, Mallory Howard, and others, brings diverse perspectives, ensuring Riri's story isn't watered down. This isn't Hollywood guessing what a Black girl's life is like. It's creators who get it. Plus, Dominique Thorne's performance? She's owning it. In interviews, she's talked about Riri's vulnerability and strength, making her relatable. Marvel's also playing the long game. Ironheart ties into Wakanda Forever and sets up future MCU arcs, like Riri's connection to Shuri. This isn't a one-off, it's a commitment to new voices. Back in 2016, Marvel took heat for diversifying comics. Remember the backlash over Jane Foster's Thor? But Riri's debut stuck, and now she's leading a Disney Plus show. That's Marvel betting on her staying power. Why a Black woman? Because Marvel knows the MCU needs to reflect its audience. With Black Panther's billion-dollar success and Captain Marvel paving the way for women leads, Riri's a natural step. She's not here to appease critics. She's here because her story's dope and her impact's undeniable. So what do fans think? Since Riri's comic debut, the hype's been real. Tom Holland, yep, Spider-Man himself, said he's stoked to see her in the MCU. On Reddit, fans call her a fresh take, with one user saying, "Riri's not just Tony's replacement. She's her own hero, and that's why she works." Sure, some folks grumble about woke casting, but the love outweighs the noise. Riri's got a fanbase ready for her to shine. What's next? Ironheart drops in days, exploring Riri's return to Chicago and her clash with Parker Robbins, aka the Hood. It's got magic, tech, and that Chicago grit. The show's also setting up Riri's future, maybe in Avengers, Secret Wars, or a Young Avengers team-up. Her bond with Shuri hints at bigger things. Why a Black woman as Iron Man's successor? Because Riri's story is universal yet specific. She's a genius, a fighter, and a symbol of who can be a hero in 2025. Marvel's not just replacing Tony. They're building a future where anyone can wear the suit. If you're hyped for Ironheart, smash that subscribe button. Let's keep talking Marvel. Alright, we've covered a lot. Riri's comic roots, why she fits as Tony's successor, her cultural impact, and Marvel's big plan. Choosing a Black woman like Riri Williams wasn't just a plot twist. It's a move that's reshaping the MCU. She's a genius from Chicago, a hero for her community, and an inspiration for kids who see themselves in her. With Ironheart hitting Disney Plus on June 24th, 2025, we're about to see her take flight. What do you think? How's Riri gonna shake up the MCU? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading all of them. This video took some digging, so if you want more deep dives like this, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, and let's keep the convo going. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Director, writer, the hair.